The truth about branding your business brand, 1 of 2. Most of what you know about branding is probably wrong. I know that's a dramatic statement. But the truth is, most people think of branding as being all about a cute logo or a nifty tagline. And yes, those 2 elements are part of a good brand. But there is so much more about branding than just a logo and slogan. Branding is about the company's entire public image. It is about the personality of the company. It's important to decide what type of image you want to portray to the public, so you can be sure all your branding reflects this. Think about the difference in branding between Taco Bell and Chipotle. The 2 restaurants both sell Tex-Mex style food, tacos, burritos, etc., but Taco Bell has branded itself as a cheap, quick place to get a taco, while Chipotle has branded itself as a slightly more upscale alternative that costs a bit more but features healthier ingredients. A company can always rebrand itself, but it's not always easy to do. Taco Bell has recently been trying to rebrand itself to be more like Chipotle by adding some more expensive items, but this hasn't appealed to their core customer base that has gotten used to the low prices. A brand strategy is the overall personality of a company. It's a long-term plan for the brand that involves a few different elements, including the brand's public image, how it interacts with consumers, and, of course, the visual branding. There are several steps to developing a good brand strategy. The first step is to figure out your overall brand vision. Your vision is the plan for your company and includes your company's goals, values, and potential customer profile. Next, you must figure out your brand's voice. Your voice will be the way in which your company interacts with the public. That would be the personality of your company on social media and customer service. Coming up with a great slogan or tagline is next. As you know, a great slogan or tagline can pique public interest and draw them in. Then you must figure out which colors you'd like to use to represent your brand. Believe it or not, there is a psychological aspect to the colors you choose, and they can have a definite effect on sales. Finally, you must develop the logo for your company. The logo is one of the first things many people will see when it comes to your company or product, and it must be consistent with your vision and voice. If you miss any one of these basic steps in the development of your brand strategy, you may find your company or product isn't as successful as you hope. In the next coming lesson post, you're going to learn detailed info about each of these steps so that you can develop your killer brand strategy. You're going to learn exactly how to find your brand's vision and voice, how to choose an effective slogan, how to use color to convey your brand's message, and how to develop a logo that will not only be visually appealing but also help you reach your business goals. And now, we're going to look at how you can find the right vision for your company, and how that will translate into the other aspects of branding. What is a brand vision? Think of your brand's vision as the sum of your goals, passion, and purpose. A lot of entrepreneurs make the mistake of thinking their company's primary goal is to make money, and they wonder why they aren't as successful as they hoped. Think of some of the brands you love and have a passion for. They might be brands like Tesla, Invicta, Apple, Netflix, or Nike. Such brands list among the world's most innovative companies, and they tend to have a lot of customer loyalty. Do you think the primary goal of these companies is to make money? If so, think again. Each of these companies has a passion for creating products people will passionately enjoy, and therefore they're all considered innovative, inspiring, and with quality products, people return to again and again. That is exactly the type of vision you must have for your company or product. You must decide how it is you want the public to perceive your company, and thus how you will interact with the public, which we will talk more about in our next lesson. Let's take a few examples of similar companies that have very different visions. Taco Bell versus Chipotle. One of the greatest examples in recent years with regards to how a company's brand affects sales and public image is the difference between Taco Bell and Chipotle. Taco Bell originally wanted to serve decent Tex-Mex style, or, rather, American-style Mexican food, at a low price. They made a name for themselves with this strategy. Chipotle came along with a vision of providing healthier, more ecologically conscious products to a hipper crowd more concerned with quality than price. Because Chipotle became so successful, Taco Bell began trying to reinvent itself to compete against them. But because their core customer base was getting lower prices at the chain's restaurants, they balked at the more expensive new menu items. McDonald's versus Five Guys. McDonald's has always been one of the go-to places to grab an inexpensive meal. They've branded themselves as kid-friendly and inexpensive. Five Guys, on the other hand, prides itself on better flavors, more innovative burger topping selections, like green peppers and barbecue sauce, and killer fries that everyone seems to like. You can probably think of a lot more examples of companies competing in similar spaces but using very different approaches. Therefore, finding your vision is important. In my next and final post in this series, we are going to talk about finding your brand's voice, which is the personality you present to the public when anyone speaks on behalf of your brand. The voice of your company is one of the first impressions people will have of your company, so you don't want to miss the next post. Until then,